everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Rachna from Crafting Moments, and today I'm back with my another tutorial. So today's tutorial is also about the fun element which we generally use in our scrapbooks and albums. And yeah, this element can also be used for as a card itself. So yeah, today's tutorial is all about double slider card. So let me just show you the card first. So here you can see, here is a double slider card. So as soon as I pull this ribbon, so the two flaps coming out of this, see, and as soon as I push this, then the two flaps will go back again inside the card. So yeah, this is double slider as the two flaps are sliding in and out of this card. So we can make this card in rectangular shape and square shape as well. So before moving ahead, let me just tell you some terms which I am going to use throughout my tutorial video. So the card which is visible here, this is I will be calling as base card, or simply I will be calling as card. Okay, and this is the length of the card, and this I will be calling as width of the card, and this flaps I will be calling as sliding flaps, or simply I will be calling as flaps. So these terms I will be using throughout my tutorial. So this is rectangular in shape, as this is 4 inches by 3 inches, and the one which I am going to teach you today is in size of 5 inches by 5 inches, that means a square in shape. But by using the techniques which I am going to show you, you can make rectangular as well as a square. So yeah, for making 5 cross 5 inches, we will need a piece of cardstock. Means for making this base card, we will need a piece of cardstock here, 5 inches by 15.5 inches. 5 inches by 15.5 inches. So now let me just show you first that how to figure out the size of this cardstock for making any particular size of card. Okay, so that you can easily customize for other sizes as well. So here you can see, first we will take our case. That means as we are going to make 5 inches by 5 inches, here length is 5 inches and the width is also 5 inches. This is our base card. So we need not to operate on this length, as this is 5 inches. So we have got the length already, means this we have got, but to get the width, what we need to do here, we just need to multiply here by 3. So that will give us 15 inches, and after that we just need to add half an inch to that, so that will give us the 15.5 inches. Means for making this, what size of cardstock we need? 5 inches by 15.5 inches. So this is the size of the cardstock. Okay, if we talk about this card, so here this is 4 inches in length and 3 inches in width. Again this will be constant, means 4 inches by. So here we need to multiply 3 by 3, will give us 9. Then again we will add half an inch from to this, so it will give us 9.5 inches. So for making this card, I have used a cardstock of size 4 inches by 9.5 inches. So in this way you can easily figure out the size of the cardstock which you need to make this base. Okay, about the size of the sliding flaps I will be talking to you later. So now let's come to the scoring part. So here as you can see, we have the length already, that is 5 inches. Now as we are going to make 5 cross 5 inches card, so to make the width also 5 inches, what we need to do here, we just need to score this longer side after every 5 inches. So first scoring line will be at 5 inches and the second scoring line will be at 10 inches and the third scoring line will be at, here I am keeping this scoring line at 5 and going to score at 10 inches. Means I have just scored this paper after every 5 inches and we are just left with this half inches. This is for the pasting purpose. So now just fold it along all the scored line and burnish it well. So now here, after burnishing it and folding it, you can see here that we have got our size which we have decided. This is 5 inches and this is also 5 inches. So in this way our base card is ready after folding. Now let me just show you how to make the sliding mechanism. So for making sliding mechanism, you need to take this part. This is half-inch part. Come to the other end of the cardstock. You need to make the sliding mechanism here. So for making sliding mechanism, you will need a piece of plastic strip like this, and this should be smooth. Then only your mechanism will work properly. Okay, so I am going to show you 3 different ways to make this sliding mechanism. So here, as this is 5 inches, so you can take the width of this 4 inches, 3 inches, it's all up to you. Okay, and as this is 5 inches long, so the length of the strip should be at least 11 inches or 12 inches as you are going to wrap it like this. So the first way is very simple. We just need to wrap this plastic strip here like this. So let me just apply a tacky tape here. And now, so here we will just paste it like this onto the tape, and now we will just remove the extra from here, just cut it. So in this way you can see it should be gliding smoothly like this. Fine. Now we just need to bring this tape line here like this. Now let's come to the second method. So I will show this on another paper. So suppose this is this cardstock on which we need to apply the gliding mechanism or sliding mechanism. So what you can do, you can just mark 2 points here by leaving some space from both the sides like this and this. So it can be either 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch, it's all up to you. There is no hard and fast rule in this. Suppose this 2 marks I have marked here, and now with the help of my set square I am going to extend this line. I always use set square to extend the lines or marks because it makes our work so easy and fast as well. So I will just draw a line like this and here as well. So after this, what I am going to do here, I will mark here ½ inch. You can mark 1 centimeter. So I am marking it here 1 centimeter from here and 1 centimeter from here, and here as well I will do the same. And here. So now we just need to join these 2 points on this line. So we just need to cut this part from here and same this. So I will just take my detail knife and will cut it from here. In this way you will cut a slit like this, and again repeat the process here as well. So this is your this part, means you have to perform this process on this part. Okay, now the same way we will just apply a plastic strip here. Now you can just wrap it like this. You will need to apply a tape here, and you will just need to paste it like this and cut off the extra from here. So in this way, this is our second way of sliding mechanism. Okay, and now let's come to the third one. So here, suppose this is this part and I need to apply or insert a plastic strip here. So again the same process will be here. Just mark two lines here. You need not to be accurate here. You can just leave some space from here, some space from here, but this 2 points should be same here as well, means this point should be at a same distance from here and this point should be same distance from here, like this. So that's why I'm using here set square to extend my lines. If you want to be accurate here, then you can just take some particular measurement, like 1 inch from this side and 1 inch from this side, 3/4 of an inch from this side, whatever. So you can take that way also, but I randomly mark here and then extend the lines. Now again what we need to do, we just need to so same marking we will do here, like 1 inch to 1 centimeter or 2 centimeter. If you are working in inches, then ½ inch or 1 inch, whatever you want you can do. So I'm just marking here at 1 centimeter from both the sides. Now I will just draw a line here and just make another line at some distance, at a distance of 1 or 2 mm, like this. Now we just need to cut a slit here with the help of our detail knife. So in this way you will get a slit here like this for inserting your plastic strip. So here you will take your plastic strip and you will need to insert it inside. So your plastic strip should be little lesser than this width. So here right now I am having the wider one, but let me just show you after inserting it. So in this way you will insert it, take it out from the other slit like this, and again just apply a tacky tape here and just paste it like this, and bring this tape line here after pasting it. So this is our technique number 3. So in this way you can easily make the sliding mechanism. So this was first one, this was the second one, and this was the third one. So you can use whatever you want, whatever you feel easy. So this is done. Now let's come to the sliding flaps. So for making sliding flaps you need a cardstock of size 5 inches by 4 3/4 inches. Now how to figure out these sizes? So here I have taken the length equal to this. Length of this I have taken 5 inches only, but width I have taken 1/4 of an inch lesser. means this is 5 inches, so I have taken 1/4 of an inch lesser from 5 inch, that means 4 and 3/4 inches, 4 and 3/4 inches. Okay, so that it can be fitted properly here. And yeah, so now the next process is to paste this onto the sliding mechanism or the plastic strip. So here let me just apply a tacky tape here. So onto this tape line only I am going to apply tacky tape. So burnish it well, peel it off, and now place it properly. We need to align both the sides of the flap and of the base card, and we are done. So here you can see there are some space left here, just because we have taken 1/4 of an inch lesser than the width, and the length I have taken same, but you can definitely increase the length here. If you increase the length, then your card will look something like this before pulling the ribbon. Okay, if you take the length of the flap equal to the length of the card, then your card will look like this, means no flaps will be visible here. But if you take longer, then it will be looking like this. So this way also you can make. So now here this is done. Now just see whether it is gliding or not. So yeah, it is gliding. Now let's come to the other back side. Now see, here you have pasted it on the top. Okay, so now turn it to the back, and we just now paste it to the bottom of this. So here again we will apply tacky tape here. Apply it here. Burnish it and peel off its backing, and now just align it properly. Sorry, this we need to align to this. So yeah, this is done. So here, before closing it, first check whether it is working properly or not. Okay, so now this is going to be a front, so I'm just making a notch here. So for that purpose, I will just mark the center of it. So this is 5 inches, so I will mark here at 2.5 inches, and I will make a notch here, or you can simply hand cut it in half circle shape. So this way I have made a notch here. Now just fold it. So we just need to tuck this, we need to apply glue on this, and we need to tuck it behind this flap like this. So let me just apply glue over here and put it. So you can also use your tacky tape. So I'm going to use this. And now just tuck it behind the flap like this by properly aligning lengthwise. So here this is ready. Now you can check. Once you pull it, so in this way your slider card is ready. So you can definitely increase the size of this sliding flaps, then your flaps will be looking like this. Your card will be looking like this. It depends on how much size you have increased. So I have just taken the length of this flap as per the size of this only, equal to the size of this only, so these flaps are not visible. So you can just embellish it the way you want. So in this way our sliding card is ready. So you can use any sliding mechanism, all works properly. Just follow all the steps properly. And that's it for today, guys. If you find this video helpful, then please like and share my video, and yeah, make sure to subscribe to my channel, because in my next tutorial I'm going to make something very interesting by using this slider card. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to tap the bell icon to get the future notifications of my upcoming tutorial. And if you find any difficulty or if you have any doubt, then please comment down below. I will be so happy to help you. So yeah, hope to see you in my next tutorial, and till then stay creative. Bye bye.